Once I had sang my evil passion, imagined it was my escape. From then on, there would be no escape. All holes, claws, and iron ablaze, with that mountain to climb and a world to save. All I ever wanted, the sheer thrill to be unafraid, as every moment passed away. The featureless reaches that furnish the brave, that damned fortune, will be obeyed if ever found in my favourite maze. I could be God, love's vapours lost, no caricature fast forever, passing through you against no more. He with legend merges love, and rude urges to share blood, just for the angel darling. This is heaven to the death-bound soul. People take drugs, fuck up their lives, kiss butterflies, kiss it goodbye, broken mornings to let to die, make a decision, change your life. I woke up unsure that ever had ever been before. Life or dream, the luxury gamble to score, all the lies are killing me, scraped up from the dirty floor. Rub my eyes focusing, this must be death at the door, kicking, pounding, hollering, and that I can't think is all I thought. Let me die, still asleep, a silent roar, no surprise offering, woke up again, ever unsure. The crystal stark dances in that dark, golden sails blazing, swaggering, swirling horizon, never leaves arriving. The horizon gold, starless, lifeless, a glimpse of our Lord overboard, drowning, dying, as is everything around me, without moving. Golden wings, leaves never arriving, unsure. Is all we can be, say, fate the thief, a life without belief, with no one to go on. The shadow is not the one. I drug my senses and emotions. I trust in streets. Street expensive, lose my family, lose my friends, crush my vanity. Deadly, at least, brave at last, that saving grace from the death I grasp at peace. I ask that every love must have a top floor with a balcony to hold hands on before you close your eyes and leap from and fall, and no misfortune, it haunts you. And I was there to pay for her random, merciless, senseless beatings in abandon. And now you're knocking down my door because I don't like you anymore. I can do anything, and I don't like anything, and I don't know where it ends. Bet that's where it begins. So, the shrewdly contrived denial of the accused can remain standing. The world as you once knew it, apostatize, never will be twice as master nature, aviator, on the drifting ice, to the end of every universe tonight. Racked with guilt and doubt, the gangman, damned. That's when your blood runs cold as she comes out of the shadows with no particular place to go. The skin crawls, hair stands on end, the day the world had to think again. To horror from hope, lust to murder, then she spoke. Directly, alter ego spectre fears, like crepuscular slips, power, one hell of a lapse, too easy to turn cheek and scowl, fucking cunty countenance to remind fate that it's been a year in the Randall camp. Evil did roll, no more to hide, and before my words that terrifying silence saved no life. Come on, hanging by a thread, the very last one in the world. How long, until you come to resent me? From now on to us, this could be a dream. I may be reborn. No form, just as you realize why you're beaten. No more to hide it from. Meanwhile, inside a pentagram, a million more sway, slack-jawed, groans and sickly subjects, inasmuch as a pain lower grants one second clasped in this lifetime. To die is granted in this innocent world at large again. Here comes the sun, bravely, trying, but it's no use. A light, me and you, it's not shining. Violence that cannot be destroyed must become transmuted. And the way you walk was thorny, through no fault of your own. But as the rain enters the soul, the river runs into the sea, so bears man to a predestined end. Your suffering is over, you will find peace for eternity. I wake up, thank fuck, and feel like shit. Turn it on, take a hit. The Fantastics are on, and all are on it. Thank you, whoever you are, for the innocent. I step back from the brink, falling for you. Look at what I have, that only I could lose. Maximum paranoia, the short straw. My world changed from that day on. Again, I'm a wicked, wicked man. Here goes nothing. Forget about the users. There's a suicide behind the best every night. To die is granted in this innocent world at large. Palaces and castles in the clouds. Giant beams of dreams and poppy fields. The brown people. A recent future beckons. Tinted scenes repents. I reckon that smile caught me a little off guard. From the moment of love, humour me. Diabolical, naive reverie to drawing a map of the human heart, the simple origin, how there you are, at the moment of love, amusing. The sneer pocket, your nasolabial fold, yes, I'm reading chick away, stuff, laugh a cold, welcome booster, inocular T candidate, ideal KGB, intergalactic, world 33, the year of their lord, not cosmology, control your family, that which is only me, and me only, memory. Survive? I won't die as long as I have something to give in this life. Time, and I don't cry or moan of why life has passed me by. And look at those with envious eyes when I believe life is on our side. Treat it right, revere your given time, don't give in, give up, or die. Because these are the times, and you don't have to fight for your country or your birth of right. Undermined, classified, there could be a God behind, to decide, to confide. A lie is to sign your life goodbye. A rare discussion of early 90s went something like this: what you got, what you're getting, what you want, where you're going, where it can carry on. I remember being sick of it, rare as smells of teen spirit, raves, daves, doves, shaves, close but actually far away. I love you, I'm gay, let's spaz the night away. For the elite it goes on all week, £15 to shitly speak, the amount of gurning, shifty freaks, that clique. I don't regret but like to forget for everyone, and everything ended a mess, an incomplete lunatic. The streak had its peak, a moment chic, then fashion churned its rugged cheek and dashed its children into the rocks, to be only to be oblique. I still hear them shriek up shit creek with matchstick paddles. They said they were elite, guest leak, guest list, antique, Contiki, lick, bleak, the end ironic on incomplete street. And to that someone, I can't remember who, that told me to be, only that they wanted to. I feel most alive in eyes loved by the fair and lonely. And crossing the frontier from dark to light, you pass the shadows, some of which bite. Whispering shadow, talk, and groping for the well-known handle of your own front door, with fingers that cannot feel. It is a horrible state, and nothing can heal. It's just rocket envy, the pilot canary at the core heart procedure, unsure of the future, assure the untruth that's truth, unless such words that make the end the Oberon of our world. My life in a day, again a replay. Do I ever sleep at the scene of a crime? Still cramped and unkind, clothes all blood and cheap. Am I awake? This is a mistake, no more to take. All I do is ache for more and more that's out of date. I don't appreciate that term, mate. To me it's dislike, even hate too late. Am I alive? And I don't want to die no more, 'cause I've died before, charged with the melody and a bloodthirst for words. You're welcome to love me, that's how to learn. It has always possessed you. And I share that curse, and I'll always protect you. Now, when not of this earth, the tide turns and won't return. It takes us on, for love we yearn. And sitting here once again alone, where to start, I just don't know. Someplace cold, or to lose, nothing to save, they can but choose. Nothing quite like that feeling, grave. To be able to is ably brave. How to survive being someone else inside. It's the for sale sign, it's the loneliness you hide. The £6 cosh left its punchline in the caravan. Even the pedestrians had an oral glint. This is the place that can't have a name. Look at that monkey puzzle tree, about to break make-believe. When you stay in touch, and the ego tastes in quarantine, and lifetime has no guarantee. I just lost my way. Simple as that. Once I waited, aggravated, awful truth. New. I am on a ship, drying out. Elephants on ashtrays, wine stains, it's all here. The film Ocean's cover, colour untuned, fish fandango, drink is no joke. Unless you're pissed, pauses are an excuse in disguise. As the uneasy continues, hurts the truth they say, I'm in a lot of truth. Then I like to socialise, play guitar or swings. I lost my way as much as I could, belt upside, tonics, it's a game of joy and pain. It's always the same for me. Me, more like it or not, no fly called cabaret. Swan song sing along, full on hope. Gone, baby, gone. And Bernie came around today by chance. The sun was glass and the glass was grey. In a kind of fairy tale where fairies are all drugs and booze, I refused to be cast a thought and friends to dance the dance. I thought that I had lost my way before now, where I'm paralysed and out of the game. It's a shout from the dark side of the street. It's the doubt and the fear of everyone that I meet. Oh no, if you succumb to a dream, you'll wake up to a nightmare. Mind ambrosia, always over, timeless, ever closer. So it's not true, so it's all up to little you that curses when a sunset cries. Nothing worse than you and more of your lives. Some know how to save or to damn a life, a word sang in emotion in harmony with string and breeze naturally. To some, others can learn. It's that beautiful. We can do the impossible that you don't understand. I could be philosophical, go and join a band. Some of us have to wait, others came too late. Some of us have it thrust upon, some are born to be great. The moment of panic when you realise that what was before is a life of lies. I suffer from a lack of bones in the back. This is time. As I can hurt, this is the time of your life. Drink is easily common. What state is alive? I wanted to die, as I said to myself. They made me to die just like everyone else. What I want to find, I never will. If thus is life, how to fulfill? I feel cheated, all unkind, fuck knows why. It was glam to say that's your lot on your way, where to go, what to do for a walk, not a clue. So I walked down a road to a park where I used to play. There I sat in grey autumn, drizzled day, watching wind take the leaves away. What to do at times like these? Some say God, and some say please. I was awakened, broken, soaking, had to be joking. I could barely breathe, all cold, and this was my disease. I never give up. I went to the bus stop, had the fare to town, the train to hop, a friend in the city, and the life I can mend. That Monday I'll never again, because it's never the end. All you need is a friend, the end. It happened today. You could think so sad it makes you sick. Why so remote, the rock and the slope, no antidote. And when it begins, it's the end of everything that you loved. Broken everything, to awake, open eyes, knife at throat, no surprise, life with violence, your tears and silence, and for me, that familiar cell, your kind of hell, until you were caught in the act. It took years to escape the familiar comfort of attack, and as I always knew, when you were gone, I became who I wanted to become. East Marling showbiz land, bingo village hall with my nan. I love my granddad, he fought the war, he had a blue Indian elephant from Burma. Those curses he would murmur. And state-of-the-art chimpanzees with what could be called control, illusioneers, frightening, eh? What you were told amounts of nothing when we have instinct, emotion, and loving. Scary imagination that artists have then becomes creation. Our writers, painters, poets, and the new masters of technology all shall come true. This has been proven in past and will again, so prepare for nightmares in heaven. We mostly make terror to come. Those happy endings are second to none. To trust in ever after is shown to the world, yet the state that remains is irreparable. Do not be fooled by this so-called fiction. just as space travel only became when written. We are composing our own disasters and then, unless one comes that can prove the pretend, a declaration of fame to be of that simple and naive origin, gossips, humour and tragedy, reverie, from the moment of love, that map of the human heart, terrifying, formidable, imagine how there you were. And if we, as a world, were a book, you'd find us in the fiction section, manifest disaster. In it you find man saves himself at the price of his brothers. You find slavery, war, scientific magic, macabre. My hatred of cute cowardice, ignorance and bourgeoisie, proud as a penny, of course you are. Chronic, tricky disco, all part of the upstart on the celebrity bandwagon. Splutters disregard with no hope on a starred bar plastered arsehole that are odds too far to break even answer. One more for the dark radar, fuck up. Hang back from the crack, climb down from that merry-go-round of brown that bring you and everybody down, around, your instants that abound with the stars or the ground. I've just injected my delight, 10 of brown, 10 of white, into the ephemeral river and on into the head and to the heart to reach the place that some would name art. A fine and easy place, directly said. Object, lesson, scorn, regret, ambition gone, a game to play that can't be won. If using is the food of love, play on. The miracle was over. Chasms, hysterical memory, your own people, friends, family. The miracle and one man's saviour is another, when how brave you are. A generation choked, eyes streaming like wheels with no spokes. Postpone the world's truth alarm. A world full of monsters shaped like toothpaste, and I forgot to brush. Hype, silence, my young colony, its gang manifest, where before a new fond myth in which we look for meaning, where the truth addict must find, before whatever is found, must take a reality check from you. That's one hell of a concept. Scraping the barrel with a debt set, druggy heels and depressed, wily upset. Just a spike, glitterati. I came out of the corner swinging a cap. Lone Ranger and Tonto going to ride again. Those two great outlaws ain't got no money, ain't got no paws. And anything come across their way, they gonna throw it down, yeah. They're gonna ride. Here I am again, Monday, sat hunched on the edge of my bed. Outside, grey, unremarkable say. When I opened my eyes a while ago, I was cramped and cold, and in my usual uncomfortable pose. First, at least, was coffee, just a sip. Then out came the bottle from under the pillow and the belt to start what may. Another, then another, and I passed out to wake again, worse than the first time. That was only a couple of hours away. Quite unwell, I went for a walk to the stationer's and bought nothing as their attitude upset me. They thought I wanted to steal something. Anyway, because I can, I called Dan, and an hour later, there I am, crack and smack cooked and slammed into trusty vein. Then followed a slight relief. I could complain, but I won't. I should try and make a life again. So he might lunatically mistake this wolf for his wife. So the man in the moon ended his life. The more loyal a subject is of showbiz, the more, under just about everything there is. Now for the latest apocalypse, a bulletin. The optimist had plenty of the pessimist, and all points of stories are pointless. Here I am, the man gone wrong, come from everything to none, every chance and every dance, and all the beauty of the song. And at night I follow my Death Star, it dances in your eyes, and the danger in your voice. In here, out there with the channel changer, picture flashes, sex and danger, emotional rest with marijuana, the time distressed is but a stranger. Here comes the sun, high as I am, to remind him of his friend that said it's all right, little darling. What a day, the way it came over me made me cry, because at the same time I knew, and I know why. Hopes and dreams are just things that people want and won't ever get while it haunts their every way, or whiling doing what they can for others that need them for what they're really worth not dying for is a mountain inclining. But how I can say I've taken my first step and I'm smiling, and I'd like to say here comes the sun and it's rising. And like you and me, it's shining and shining and shining, little darling, and it's alright. There is a hole, it has no bottom. It used to promise wishes, then wishes are forgotten. With soul, what? Has anything got one? It could be where I fell when feeling forgotten. In London's